Well, we're driving with the glasses on over my regular glasses, which works out pretty well. The cops will like that. I look a little ridiculous, but beautiful weather out here. There's our fire department over there. This is a little enclave out here of North Shore. Only 77 degrees outside. Gorgeous day. Again, more vineyards. We have a special type of grape up here. That's pretty cool. The fire seedless grape. Man, are they good. Oh my gosh, they're awesome. The dates. It's pretty clever how they do it. They put these white breathable sacs around the spars to keep the insects and the birds out of the bejewels. And then they let the bejewels literally ripen and fall off the spar into the bottom of the sack. And so I see one right here. This one's still got the sacks on it, as you can see. Those are paper ones. I don't know, there's sacks right there, so you can get the paper, etc. The sacks there, see over. Well, we got some kind of leafy thing going on out there. I can't tell what it is. Might be broccoli. And all the locals know it as the drunk road. This road is usually heavily patrolled by the California Highway Patrol and whatnot, so if you're drunk, you go down the drunk road, which is where we're going. That's a mini mart that's now since been closed. And grandmother always said look both ways on these tracks, no matter what the signal says. Apparently one of our family members was killed in Arbuckle, California, by not looking at a railroad crossing and got hit. When I was learning to drive, my grandmother always said, hey, no matter that signal may not be working, so you best be looking. Never forgot that. It's funny how you remember things that your parents or grandparents teach you, you know? Alright, so here we're coming into the little city of Mecca. This is the back way in. And of course, it's heavily Hispanic, so it's just like actually being in Mexico. If you've ever been to Mexico, you'd feel home here. They have still butcher shops and everything. Like, we don't have those in the big cities in America much anymore. Yet they've kept their tradition, which is kind of cool, and whatnot. You can still get good carne asada, which is, for those that know carne asada, meat, etc. Right, matter of fact, there, Toro Local, Crazy Bull. And we are going to this little post office here of Mecca. As you can see, the Mecca Post Office. Except for the people that like to park all the way across the entrance here to get in. In California, you don't need a driver's license anymore. Kind of scary, but you don't. Alright, I can't film inside the Mecca Post Office, so we'll shut this down. Alright, lunch and dinner. The little taqueria place there. I guess we're going to go back down the drunk road. That took forever. That's the post office. As I was standing there musing, I thought, you know, here I'm sending stuff off to the UK, I'm sending stuff off to Spain, Italy, and that would just never happen if you had a brick and mortar business. It just, the internet is so wonderful to be able to have a site and put it out. It takes a while now to get it out because of the new war that Google has on, but okay, traffic to your site is getting to be increasingly more challenging as the months go by, and I hear that there's a new Penguin 2.0 update that's going to hit everybody again. And gosh almighty, don't know what all that hubbub's about, but it certainly is a lot of it. The first Penguin update took my traffic and cut it in half. I've been slowly building back up a little bit, but can't imagine another Penguin update take my traffic again by half. Pretty soon there'll be no traffic, there'll be nobody selling anything on the internet, and there will be no reason to advertise through Google. I think those guys ought to know that, know better than that by now. They have their own agenda. I typically like Google, but I don't like all these things that's trying to stop 2% of the people doing the wrong thing and hurt 98% of us. The numbers just aren't there. And I guess ultimately, the only advertising they want to have, or the only way to drive traffic, is to buy it through Google. I guess that's their whole deal. Almost seems like a self-licking ice cream cone to me. Anyway, they do a lot of good stuff. They just happen not to be doing good stuff, I think, in this vein. When I was in the little taqueria there, I met Mr. Pope. I'd forgotten who he was. He introduced himself again. He works for the state. And they have this one reservoir up here, that oasis that they constantly have closed down, so you can't go into it. But that's where the wagon train, the trail, what do I want to say, the Pony Express and the wagon trail was for the people that traveled out here in horse and carriage. That's ID, go ahead, you're on the right, have the right of way, I'll send you my money, or bourbon stuff. Citrus on the left. Oh, those are peppers or what? They may be peppers. Jalapenos, possibly. Crime seems to hit everybody these days. Saw those cars parked back there. Farm workers, you know, they're working in the fields there. People come in and steal their radios and anything, they break in their cars because they know they're in the fields. Can't get back. You know, they don't get paid enough as it is, let alone to have thieves flock on them. My gosh. This is the economy issue. This is our Reyes Market, Carniceria. Only one in town. We're only a couple of miles from the house here. Here's our only internet service here. They actually have true high speed here. They've got a high gain antenna. Looking back over the sea, that's the one on the bottom. And the broadcast ones are the two white ones. So they sell internet over here. What I call my Mexican connection. Beams all the way across the sea. I have not a high gain antenna, but I do have a radio receiver. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's one of the three that I have, my Mexican ISP. It's off the railroad tracks, so I have fiber optic cable right here that we can get high-speed internet, and we're stuck with 30 miles at the end of copper cable. It doesn't make any sense to me. If this was Australia, they wouldn't let that happen in Australia. They're pretty switched on down there. That's an Australian term, switched on. My buddy Dick from the Coffee Club lives up here. And we're clear to go. matter of fact, that internet node I was just talking to you about is literally straight ahead. That building, straight ahead over there. Oh, Grandma, gotta look both ways here. Okay, sorry. That's got fiber optic high-speed cable in it over there. My house is just down the beach. What's up with that? Why can't I get some? I want to get some. There's our coffee club right there, too. Well, I should take you down through by the old yacht club, part of a jetty, dead ahead. And actually, what's really cool, this used to be a runway. That dirt road was a runway. People land here and they taxi their planes right over here to this big area and tie their planes down in the good old days. When the yacht club was a booming. Great tilapia fishing out here, by the way. And you can see the pilings out there. Maybe you can, maybe you can't with these glasses. I don't know, but that's where all the docks were. And this is one of many marinas out on the Salton Sea at one time. This is the renovated yacht club. It's $3.6 million of your stimulus money to rebuild this to almost do nothing. It's a fact, Jack. And of course, get out here. I should do a podcast from down here. It's cool, but here's the yacht club. And boy, water is way down. This is the bait tackle house over here. Dale used to work at. This was the docks. They'd pull up alongside here to refuel everybody. It was the happening place in this time. To clean up the sea, it'll be happening place again. The state of California is being so stupid about this. They clean this up. There's a company in Nevada, that will clean it up for free, but the irrigation district won't let that happen because they want the water rights. So, irrigation district has all the water rights and a dying sea. It will do nobody any good. And boy, we could have just, this is an angler's dream. Skiers, I mean, all kinds of water sports. You have to have a special license to get out there. State could sell those tags. Make a boatload of money. No pun intended. First time I've ever seen anybody out at that house. And I'll sign off this podcast. Oh, Phil's home. That's good. Until the next time, America.